Good evening, sir. We are going to present Capstone project, that is NLP-based Facebook chatbot. These are our team members. Next, the main objective of our project is to make a user-friendly chatbot which can communicate with the user just like a human and guide different tourist places in Madhya Pradesh to help them and have a smooth journey throughout. We are planning to host this chatbot on Facebook that is easier for everyone to access it and use it. Next, proposed work. We worked on the chatbot which can understand a user's question, interpret the intent, and provide the most accurate response. This will also help in answering the queries of people related to anything that falls under the tourism department, right from suggesting destination to visiting different places automatically. It will be easily available on the Facebook app Messenger. Next, so our project consists of four modules. First is data corpus, second is spelling corrector, third is chatbot engine, and the last and fourth module is Flask server development and complete integration. Next,
Module 1. So the module 1 is data corpus. So in our chatbot, for our chatbot, we needed a conversational data and a data on different tour and tourist places in Madhya Pradesh. And after finding it on internet, we didn't find any kind of data set in a particular format uh, that we needed it, which was suggested in the research paper that we were following. So we had to made our own data corpus, and and we made it by ourselves by collecting raw information related to several tourist and tourism places in Madhya Pradesh and formatted it in the format which we needed. So the particular format is like it contains one tag, then patterns, and then responses. Our data contains different topics and information related to different places like railway stations, bus stations, dams, parks, airport, malls, market, lakes, then different tourist places like museums and temples, and like then places where we can go, get street foods, different cafes, and also the hotels and resorts. Okay, so the second module is spelling character. So most of the time, it happens that whenever we talk to each other or send chat messages to each other, we tends to do some typos in it. We do mistakes in spellings, and then when we send message to others, so then because of these mistakes, it can easily reduce the efficiency and performance of our chatbot. So to solve this problem, we required a spelling corrector. So for this spelling error detection and correction, we are using a classical NLP technique that uses a pre-generated dictionary to find and correct the possible spelling errors in a sentence, and then it will be after correcting the sentence only, then we will send it the data to the chatbot engine so that its performance could be improved. Next.
so the next module is chatbot engine. Our chatbot can understand a user's question, interpret the intent, and provide the most accurate response. This chatbot is the perfect tool to facilitate online messaging to deliver an enhanced travel experience to the tourist visiting Madhya Pradesh and to give them an insight peek in their culture. For our chatbot engine, we will be using deep neural network and our self-made data corpus to train it and to make it as much accurate as possible and human-like. Next, so our last module is Flask server development and complete integration. In this module, we will be integrating all the our modules, that is data corpus, spelling corrector, chatbot engine, and Flask server Your Flash server will act as the binding point. User message will be retrieved from the messenger and sent to the Flash server using Facebook webhook, where error in the spelling will be detected and corrected by retrieving data from the data corpus. After this, the data will be sent to the chatbot engine, and the chatbot engine will retrieve the data from the intent and send it to the server. Then the server will send the data to the messenger as a reply. Next.
So this is the complete architecture of our chatbot. So first, user will send message to the Facebook Messenger on our Facebook page, and then that data will act as an input, and it will be automatically sent to our Flask server, and it will be sent via Facebook webhooks. So after getting the Flask server, first it will get pre-processed to go further to the spelling character. The spelling character will then find all the possible spelling errors in all the words in that particular input or sentence, and then it will retrieve the correct word from the dictionary and correct all those spelling mistakes. After that, it will be sent to the chatbot engine, and there it will find the intent from the input and try to uh, try to find the right answer and generate it using our data corpus that we have made by ourselves, and then it will be sent as a response to the Facebook Messenger, and via Facebook ebooks that user will be able to see. Next, the next part is this is the spelling character. So here first English sentence with spelling errors get tokenized, and it will convert it into word list. All the words in a sentence will get separated, and then we will send it to the suggestion generator. Here it checks all the mistakes, that which word have a spelling mistake in it, and by finding that, after finding that, it finds the right word, right spelling in the dictionary, and then it replaces that spelling error, wrong word with the correct words, and then it sends the corrected word list, and after appending all these words we make our correct sentence. So the first part we have implemented is a server. So it helps us to connect all the different components to interact with each other and share data between all of them, like from Facebook to server, then here to chatbot engine, spelling character, and helps our chatbot to run on the server 24/7. And we have connected our Facebook page to this server via Facebook webhooks. And as we have worked on NLP using Python, we needed a backend framework which could support Python easily. So for that, the Flask was the best possible choice to us, and we have used Flask server here. Let us start the server. Okay. So our server is now restarted, and it is running on HTTP channel. Okay, so as we know, and after this, we have connected our server Facebook developer page here. This is a Facebook developer console where we have made our chatbot project here and connected our server to it. But for our server to connect with our this Facebook developer console, we needed a secured channel, which is HTTPS. But right now our server is running on HTTP channel. For that, we have used ngrok channeling. What is ngrok? Let me start it. Ngrok HTTP. So as we are running our host on 5000, we provide it 5000. So what ngrok does, it channels our unsecured channel, which is HTTP, into a secured channel using HTTPS using its own subdomains. So now this is the current address of our server, and we will provide this address to our Facebook developer console so that it will be able to connect with our backend server. We will provide our secret token. Okay, so now our this Facebook Messenger is connected with our backend part. As we can see here, it is verified. Now, Shilpi will now explain our dataset part.
Okay, so here are all the datas. These are self-made data corpus. As we didn't get any dataset related to Madhya Pradesh travel and tourism, so we have searched all the travel and tourism location about them, address, and all the needed informations from the internet and formatted all these informations. Data in the particular format, which is tag, pattern, and responses, which we have taken reference from our research paper. Patterns are possible way in which a single question can be asked. Response is the answer for the particular question, and tags is a unique entity for every single collections. For word corpus, we have taken the complete English dictionary and sorted its word on the basis of travel and tourism. Also day-to-day life used words. We have also extracted all the unique words that are used in chatbot data corpus and combined both of them together so that our spelling collector can also be effective on non-English words such that name of places like Gufa Mandir, City Mall and etc. Okay, Sumit, you can continue.
Okay. Now the main part of our chatbot is the chatbot engine. So for chatbot engine, we have used deep learning, which is deep neural networks, to train it. So let us first check. Okay. So whenever we are getting any input from the user, we are first pre-processing it. So for pre-processing, we are using several steps. So the first step is tokenizing. So here what we are doing is we are converting whole complete sentence into splitting our complete sentence into all its words and making a word list out of that sentence. And after that we are stemming all the words in that stem in that list. Sorry. So for example, like reading, read, readed, all of those be stemmed and converted into read, read only. After that, we are making a bag of words. So we are making a bag of words using all those stem words here. So this was the pre-processing part that we have did on our input. So now let us go see what is the model that we are using for our neural networks. Okay. So this is a neural network model that we are using here. So yeah, and this model we have checked, like we have did different trials to find how many layers and what kind of activation function should we use, and after doing all those trials, we found these are the best possible choice that we could have for a better performance. So in this we are using one input layer, two hidden layers, and one output layer. And the activation function that we are using here is the ReLU activation function. So now let us go to the main app part. So these are the complete libraries that we are using, and in this app part we are integrating all the different parts of our chatbot with each other. So first we are taking our data corpus that we have made by ourselves and loading it into intents. Then we are loading all our different variables and constants, and then we are making our neural network model and storing it so that we could use it for our uh, uh, training. After training, we could use that model here. For the spelling character, we are using the word dictionary that we are using here. This is the access token and verification token for the Facebook. And here, so this is the get route. Here, whenever the server starts, it gets automatically connected to our Facebook console. And after only verification, it will be able to send the data. The second here route is the post route, where we are sending the message. So after getting data from the user as input, so the input provided by the user, it gets stored into data. It contains several attributes. Into that, there is an attribute message, where it contains the message sent by the user. And after taking this message, we are sending it for further parsing. So here is the parsing part. What we are here doing is we are converting all the user inputs into a lower alphabets, and then we are tokenizing it and then sending it to the spell character. And after spell character, we are getting the sentence with all the corrected words. After that, we are pre-processing it for the chatbot. After pre-processing, we get the bag of words, and that bag of words could be used for further prediction of generating of the answer. So here what we are doing after prediction, we check if the probability is more than probability of that answer for that particular question is more than 75%. If it is more than 75%, then we are sending the response back to the Facebook Messenger via webhooks. Or if it is not more than 75%, less than 75%, then we are sending that I do not understand. The bot will send that I do not understand, and then we are sending that message. So this was all about our implementation part. Now Shilpi will show the demo of our application.
Okay, so let us start the demo. If I have to visit in Bhopal, then let's start it. If I am typing the hello message, let's see what we are getting in the reply. Okay, so I got hi. What is your name? Okay, so Chappy, who are you? So Chappy, where can I visit in Bhopal? Okay, so there are different places like museums, temples, national parks. If I have to visit in in museums in Bhopal, okay, so there are different museums in Bhopal. Then if I have to visit in Bharat Bhavan, tell me about the Bharat Bhavan. Okay. How can I reach to it? Okay, so these are about the Bharat Bhavan. Okay, so let's ask some other questions like what are the temples in Bhopal? Sorry, what? So these are the famous temples in Bhopal. In about Gufa Mandir. Okay, so Gufa Mandir. Then, if I have to visit on the different cafes, then tell me what are the famous cafes in Bhopal? There are lots of famous cafes in Bhopal. As we can see here, I have typed the spelling of Bhopal incorrect, but our chatbot has recognized it with the usual spelling corrector. Okay, so what are the famous places to have local street food in Bhopal? Okay, so we can continue our chatbot like asking different questions about the travel and tourism in Madhya Pradesh. These are all the demo of our project.
So this was our complete presentation. Uh, Thank you.